Hey, what's up, Redskin Nation? It's your girl, India Sweet here, and I am back. I know I've been off for a few weeks, okay? Come back saying I'm not going to leave. I'll roll out once again. But here, let me tell you something, people, okay? It's only because right after the Chargers win, that was like first Sunday, so I went to church, I took communion. I was feeling all sanctified and stuff, right? So after the Chargers game, though we won, and everybody's like, oh, the goal line stand, the goal line stand. No, I wasn't happy about it because you know what? It wasn't anything that we did. It's because the Chargers coaches are inept, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Who tries to pound it in once, and then all of a sudden you want to throw two times on the half-yard line. That's the only reason we were able to go to overtime and win the game, okay? So I didn't want to be pessimistic, Patty, and bring everybody down after the win because I was sitting up there saying all kinds of curse words on Sunday right after I got re-sanctified and everything. So I said, okay, let me take a step back. After the Minnesota game, I'll have some more to talk about. Well, what comes out? And it was so sad because I had some really good stuff, really good one-liners and little jokes for the blog, just like at the start of the Thursday night football game, which, can I just say this real quick, okay, because I did miss that game. Thursday night football is not a thing, okay? I don't care how many times you try to wrap it up and put it in a bow and try to feed it down our throats. It's not a thing. Unless it's on Thanksgiving, I want to watch Big Bang Theory, Grey's Anatomy, and of course, everybody's favorite, Scandal. Not football, or maybe even a college football game. That's their Monday night football, not NFL. Anyway, did you see the beginning of that game? It was so funny. Hall of Famer Chris Carter was there. Usually he does ESPN, but he was over on the NFL Network, and he was so busy kissing his own butt, talking about this new Hall of Fame ring that he got. Then Michael Irvin slowly reached over. Oh, I didn't get one of these when I got inducted, and brought the ring over by him. And I want to say, Chris, you so busy kissing your own butt, you don't realize the crackhead just took your ring. You never let the crackhead see jewelry because it always ends up missing. So I had all kinds of great jokes and one-liners for you people, but I couldn't do it again because at the end of the game, when we let them come back for like almost 50 points down to lose, so I don't even know who the quarterback was playing that night, I had nothing to say. It would have been a profane riddled 6.5 to 7 minute rant. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, my mother said I need to stop cursing because my child is walking around saying all kinds of things. So I'm trying to learn how to watch my mouth, okay? So I had a few people that asked me about the blog. Shout out to Larry from the group on Facebook, Washington Redskins fans, and just so many of my other people saying, where are you? Come on back. So I said, no matter what, I would be back this week. And going into the game, of course, it was only right that I would come back this week because I started off that first game of the year, which was a terribly embarrassing Monday night loss to Philly, right? So the game gets underway, and I'm thinking, okay, here we go. First half, the complete and entire first half gave me nothing to say, but our team sucks. That and Baby Shanny. So you know what? See, this is why I can't get down with you, okay? Because last week we talked about you abandoning the run when we get down, and then all you want to do is pass. Well, the first half, what did you do? You ran. And see, I don't like that because I feel like you're trying to prove a point. Everybody says we should run. Yes, you should be a balanced attack, not sit there and run the entire time. You know what I did? I said, okay, let me see this week what our attack is in the first and second half when it comes to running the ball and passing. So, of course, I came up with my so wonderful 2014 type of play-by-play tracking system. You see my system? Yep, counted by fives just like a child. How technologically advanced am I? Yeah, when the computers rise up and everybody's stuff is gone, I'll still have my notes. Anyway, what it shows is in the first half, he ran the ball more than twice as many times as he threw. Okay? To me, that's you saying, okay, I'm just going to sit there, I'm going to run. But you don't think if you would have divvied up the plays slightly, just a little even across the board, we could have finished on some of those drives in the first half. But no, you wanted to be the smart ass and show, hey, this is what happens when we run the ball. No, but it still was not a balanced attack. And then you put Roy Halou in there, and then, RG keeps on getting flattened and sacked, and it's just not fair, okay? Then the second half, once we're down by 24, you throw the ball all second second half, you kind of abandoned the run just a little bit again. But at the end of the day, you put some points on the board. At that end, everybody wants to be upset and be so stupid and call for Kirk Cousins. If you want to call for Kirk Cousins right now, you're an absolute idiot. Because if you watch that game, 2 plays before, he made that very poor throw. I tell you, I don't understand how one of our guys did not get underneath that ball because it took so long in the air. But if you go back 2 plays before, RG got flattened. On that one, a penalty ended up being called. If you saw how he went down and his legs went underneath of him and he got flattened, I thought for sure something was pulled and something is torn. You got to understand, when you get hit so many times in the game, at the end, you will probably make a bad throw because you know you're about to get flattened like a pancake. And don't tell me that's football. No, that's not football. That is a lack of an offensive line that is blocking for a man. So if he cannot get time out there to get off a decent throw, don't be mad at him. That's not his fault. He's doing the best that he can. He still has that brace on his leg and he's still trying to get back out there. So you cannot expect him to do everything. So if you're calling for Kirk Cousins, you're an idiot. Shut up. I love you, Redskins fans, but at the end of the day, you are not the smartest fans in the league. Anyway, if you also want to look at somebody who had a very bad play at the end of the game, Pierre Garçon, he got called for a personal foul. That face mask that he dragged the guy like 10 yards, that also hurt us as well. So don't look at RG3 like he's the only one that made mistakes at the end of that game. Trust me, it was a collaborative effort from the defense playing sucky in the first half to Baby Shanny wanting to try to prove some type of point to people with the play calling. It was a collective effort that lost us that game. But of course, it was 413 games since the Eagles had won a game at home. So right then and there at the beginning of the game, I knew we were going to lose, okay? Because whenever you need a streak ended, all you got to do is who you're going to call. The Redskins! You call the Ghostbusters to get rid of ghosts. You call us if you want to end some type of terrible streak. So at the end of the day, who we are or who we try to be, this team just can't seem to get right. And I just don't understand. It's sad. I mean, I don't want to say mathematically we're not out of it, but for pretty much we kind of are. So, I mean, at this point in the season, I don't really know what you look for. I really think today, if we would have got the win, hey, we could have gone on a nice little roll. But right now, let's be honest, let's be realistic, it does not look good. So do you start looking for next season? Do you want to just get RG3 through healthy? That's what I would like to do. And see what we have on certain sides of the ball. See that defense, you know, what we need, because we really need to make some changes, especially in that secondary, because they got ran through just like that chick in that Oakland University scandal. Did y'all hear about that? If you haven't, just go in and text Oakland University sex scandal, because one girl went to one guy, then she went to another guy, then the guy came with the guy and the girl, and it was a whole lot of mess. Anyway, so maybe we can just start seeing what we need for next season. Of course, we definitely need some more players for that offensive line, because coming into this season, that was not only one of the parts of the team that we didn't even try to shore up, we shortchanged it with only having like 1 or 2 extra guys on the sideline throughout the entire season. So we knew this was going to happen to us because we did not prepare coming in. And this is not a good time to be saying RG3 is getting hit left and right, because we play San Fran next week. And while I love Jim Harbaugh and those Harbaugh brothers, his defenses are serious. And I really don't want Aldon Smith to knock RG3's little dreads out of his head while we're just trying to get him through the rest of the season healthy. Kaepernick, I don't know, sometimes he could come in being Drew Brees, or sometimes he could come in just being maybe the not so great quarterback he might really be after this first amazing rookie season. I don't know. It remains to be seen. The former number 22, Carlos Rogers. Never would I come to a point where I would think I miss Carlos Rogers. No. Still not there. If you're new to the blog, thank you so much for checking it out. If you like it, you can always share it. If you look for me, you can find me anywhere and everywhere on social media. I'm on Facebook at India Sweet, on Twitter at IndoSweet Sports, and on my favorite, Instagram, India Sweet, where you can see all of the dishes that I cook up and prepare, because I cook food too, people. Yep, this is what I do. So until next time, Redskin Nation, out.